matchup to have at this point in the tournament. I mean, just to mention, I mean, Inspector Cott is the 11th seed, and the seeding is done by. Actually, I need to double check how the seeding is done. I think it's done by ladder rating. Yes, it is. So he's the 11th seed by ladder rating, and he's beaten the 3rd seed, Reactive, who we just saw against Heartser, and he's beaten RoboGear, who is longtime.
Yeah.
I mean, top player. So, pretty impressive. Very impressive, actually. Now he has another very strong player against him in the form of RisingStar, aka Torin Bart. Both of them Cybran. And, well, who knows? Inspector Cott seems to be on form, that's for sure. Maybe we will see. Maybe Inspector Cott will just have the tournament of his life. If he takes down Torin now, that would be. It's already an insane run. If he takes out Torin, I mean, that would be.
They are both mainly Cybran players, right? I know for sure Inspector Cart is like 100% Cybran player.
Okay. Torin, he definitely had a period where he was doing a lot of Aeon, but overall, I'd say he can play any faction. I would say it's Cybran though is probably his most popular one, his main one. Probably just as a result of this specific time he was playing the most ladder games.
78k reclaim, very overwhelming map, and every little bit of map control you get reclaim, you get maxes, so it's gonna be land spam again. And looks like Cot is doing some advanced builds with low pigeon numbers, so that's good. You will get extra engineers earlier.
Yeah, these trees are very good trees. Like they have good power, good mass.
But he's not not assisting ACU, so actually that's actually very good that he's making little power if he's not assisting ACU. Otherwise, that second factory would be very delayed.
And actually, he's doing instead of he had an attack move for the bottom next to the Hydro. He's decided, hey, I have some spare APMs, so why don't I just manually reclaim this instead? It's faster. And yeah, he's gonna build a Hydro, and that Hydro, there's quite a few Hydros on this map. Which
Turin is going double air. Yeah, actually, yeah, a lot of Hydros, but there is a lot of forest, so would be great to have a line of factories in the main base and you just drop around on Hydros. So many of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you have two right next. Like
there are so many maxes at the back. Would be nice to just for example, for the Turian to spam labs directly to the top, so he bypasses, he goes behind enemy lines. For, oh no, 3 engineers assisting Inspector Card ACU.
Yeah, it would be, yeah, the back of this map, like in the 10x10 version, I mean, the map essentially ends at the water that's at the back of the map, at the back of the players' bases. Those ponds, that's essentially the back of the map. In the 20x20, obviously, it just expands, and the back of the map is huge, and there's a couple of bases back there. It's very annoying if some units get back there to have to deal with them. Torin already has 2 air factories, and he's assisting one of them quite heavily. So
that is
big
weird.
Air focus.
Yeah. I don't really like this. He would actually micro this bomber really hard to get value, and bombers can get sniped. Cyber Bomber is lowest HP and fairly easy to dodge.
Yeah,
But
they're
he's
pretty
ahead
pretty
in
easy.
score
Oh,
by a lot.
Torin losing air here. Actually, he just lost an inti. He sent another one in. He will kill an inti, and then I
Yeah.
guess. Oh, he
He's
might
killing
get.
second one.
Ooh, wow.
And there is a transport in production, and another inti from Turin is coming, so very good for him. So
Yeah,
Cut maybe need to make a static anti-air or something, so transport doesn't get sniped. Bomber is defending for Turin, not the best use. Oh, actually he has another bomber and is going to the back of, or is it actually?
there are a lot more factories for Cot right now. He also has the 4max on the left here, almost another factory there. Torin just way behind on land factories. Like there's 2, 4, 6 in the main base.
That bomber
7.
for Turin was like going for a clumped up units, but then he decided he didn't drop and decided to go for a main base and then died. But before that, he was going for the back of Kot's base. So going to the back of the enemy base would be the best to kill engines there.
Yeah.
But well, he at least he killed something.
Actually, Cot just building a lot of land factories all over the place and building mostly engineers out of them, honestly. I mean, he must have half of his factories building engines at this point. I mean, the one at the front next to the Hydro, the one in the left expansion, the one at the back is building engines. So he's looking to just get a lot of reclaim and expand quickly. And that could pay off, but he might want to make a few more tanks than he's making, honestly. Although, you know, this eco focus could definitely pay off.
28 mantis for Kot and 11 for Turin, so Inspector Kot should move his mantis forward, and that's what he is doing. And his transport, I don't know, he made another transport, I guess. Yeah, and he's dropping, and he actually I missed the drop from Turin. He's dropping pretty far forward to the right. That's very good for him.
Yeah, the drop on the right is very nice. That's pretty much exactly where you wanted
Oh
to
my
get
god.
a base going if you're Tauren.
Turin ground
Like
firing with
that's
a bomber on the top left.
what's he ground firing?
I think he actually killed an engineer there, but now he ground fired them there. Now he's killing another engineer, so that's fine.
Yeah, not bad. Although there are just so many engineers there that it's not going to make a
So
massive difference.
Turin starting a land spam on the top right can be very good. So map might not be split top versus bottom, but rather more diagonally bottom right versus bottom left. Oh, Kat is capturing pigeons in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's actually quite nice. I mean, it's faster than building them and costs no mass. So I think that's actually a good move. You're obviously going to need a lot of power on this map because it's just I don't know how many mexes you get, maybe 50 plus if you actually manage to grab half the map, which is a pretty tough task. But a very nice raid by COD. With these maps, you just run through the left side expansion and now into the
Yeah,
back.
that
And if
is
he
great.
starts split, if he splits them up, all of those mexes, spread out mexes at the back, would be in serious danger. And although Torin dropped the top right, he only has one engineer building factories, which is just not enough. And Khan is the one who's doing more damage to Torin's back than the reverse. A drop also from Torin on the left is going to be denied.
The bomber
Momentous.
doing very well for Turin on the top left, five kills. Turin
Oh
is
yeah.
dropping around with two transports. Some of the engineers getting killed, but some are dropped fine. So I'm curious about factory count right now.
The bomber in the top left just got 2 more engineer kills, by the way. So up to
Yeah,
7
actually,
now.
Kot might not know that there is a bomber, but now he's bombing Max, so he might know 17 factories, but that includes ones that are in production, but whatever. 17 factories, we say, against 11 factories, and Turin is floating almost 1,000 mass. Kot has spent all his mass.
Yeah, overall caught just with a very good.
And he's gonna
Very.
he's spamming factories on the left with more than one engineer. So yeah.
I think yeah, at this point it's time to start teching up, I think. Think about Tech 2 land is definitely an option. Tech 2 air is an option. And like at this point it's quite a lot of the map is taken. The bases are kind of set up, so
Yeah.
this is definitely a good time to start
There
teching.
is big group of engineers here, not microing very well.
The drop from Cot on the top right is denied as Torn is already there and he's trying to take that base. The bomber has now 13 kills, and now it goes down at 13 engineer kills. So I think it had like 600 something mass killed, which is insane. Also, Torn with bombers spread in many different places. One big thing though is Torn not really securing the left expansion. I mean, he's never held on to those mexes for any length of time, so that's kind of
That's
that's a big negative.
dangerous because if he never gets it, units can go to the back from there.
Exactly. I mean, and actually, we can see what Cod
But
has done is park his ACU there and get its factories up, so there's no danger of.
yeah,
It
18,
really
18
limiting that.
bombers already, and bombers are defending the back as well. So that's very good. Defending the back is very important. And
Yeah, bombers are very good at that. Because they're so much faster. You can just send them out, and people are not going to be dodging individual bombers with some tanks on this map. There's way too much to
Tech 2
do to
Air
be
HQ started
doing
for
that.
COD. Oh, he's scouting, and he's well, he did spam quite some air recently. Tech 2 Air HQ is done for Turin, and he's making an engineer.
Yeah, he's going to be making a PGen very soon, so a little bit faster to take to air. So many scouts from COT. I'm not sure what he hopes to see. I mean, he's not really going to see much. Just like, oh yeah, he has the mexes, I guess. But he's not going to see. He's going to see there's no mex upgrades, I suppose. You can definitely make quite a lot of eco on this map. And actually, Torn is upgrading mexes in his main base now. He's got 1 upgraded, 3 on the way.
There are
At
6
least.
maxes missing on the left, behind behind COD's expansions, and actually there are Turin's engineer idling. Oh, 1 Mantis is to the top left, and there are still bombers there, and some units are getting through, but COD is reacting. There is nice line of like 6, 7, 8 factories to the middle top of COD's base to react to the spam of his opponent.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's a good decision. I mean, he does need to stem the tide there of just units pushing through to the back and being quite annoying. But yeah, what a mess of a game. Which is, I mean, that's just how this map plays, really, especially when both players go Cybran. And Kot is making Corsairs now out of his Tech 2 Air factory.
And Turin's making Renegades, Tech 2 gunships.
Yeah, they're going to be much more effective against the Mantis. They're going to be very nice against land spam and things, and just generally
Yeah,
a bit more defensible and a bit cheaper. But The Corsairs could be quite dangerous
Yeah,
if
but
Torrent's not ready for them.
he's attack moving them to the back. Not sure if that's a great use.
Well, which is attack moving?
I think literally from the factory.
The Corsairs or the gunships?
Factory set to attack move to the back, so Corsair
see.
was going to the back. He's now
Yeah,
attack moving it somewhere else, so that might not be so great.
yeah. It'd be much better in my opinion. I mean, using gunships like that is kind of
Yeah.
better because they're cheaper, and you know you can just get them to attack some
Some
mechs or
units are
something.
still going through. Maybe getting a Tech 2 Raider would be nice already. I don't know.
I was thinking that exactly. Like Tech 2 radar is very nice. Once you get the Tech 2 Pigeon up on this map, you can start making, you know, Tech 2 radars in certain locations because radar coverage is pretty limited for both of them, honestly. They have some Tech 1 radars.
Cot is
but,
lacking APM, apparently.
yeah, he should probably invest some Tech 1 anti-air, like
Some
static on the left.
units they are standing in the square formation. Rally points, not.
Yeah, that and actually kind of measure how long how long he hasn't moved them by how many are there.
Only 11 interceptors for Turin, I'm sure. Yeah, that's 30 interceptors for Cot, and he has. Oh my god, he already wasting 800 or sometimes 1,000 mass. When he reclaims, he actually using it, but he's getting another pigeon.
There's a lot of air on the left from Torrent, and he's also got many gunships in his base. Look at his main base is full of aggressive air, and he's also got Tech 2 land now. He's making some flak and stuff. And on the left side, he could potentially do decent damage with just the sheer amount of air he has there. Needs to just focus down the anti-air, and then maybe he can kill some stuff. He can't take out that base with that kind of army, but damage could be done.
Cot is behind on income, 39 Tech 1, and how many Tech 2s? Only 2 Tech 2s. Nexus.
Yeah, it feels like Torrent is just doing better as the game.
44 Tech 1 for Turin, and 6 Tech. I mean, 44 Tech 1 and 6 Tech 2. Okay.
Air fight here, and Cot is winning. Problem is, I mean, there's so many units, so many.
It will take so long for him to kill those gunships.
Yeah, and in the meantime, there's bombers in different places. I mean, that's so many gunships. That's like a kill the ACU in a few seconds sort of gunships. 14. I mean, 11 of them together, and they're actually heading towards.
Yeah, they are, but he doesn't have air. But actually, is he heading? He's heading for the Raider.
Okay,
so,
yeah, perfect target.
Corsairs.
That's a very weird place to put your gunships.
Corsairs.
Reacting.
I don't know where Corsairs going. I thought they're going for the pigeons, but now they're going all over the place.
Oh, the gunships are splitting up now. He's actually found the AC with the gunships, but the inties are here, so this could be a massive waste of gunships by.
He's targeting factories.
Yeah.
2 gunships are running away.
Pretty much the worst.
4 gunships on top are killing bunched up units. Very good for them.
The Tech 1 bombers just came in and bombed one of Cot's Corsairs out of the sky.
Oh,
while the gunships were being killed by inties. That's very interesting.
Missed that.
And
okay,
so Torrent wasted so many gunships. He's losing more that are just parked, 4 of them.
Yes, some of them are getting something, but there are still 6 gunships on the back, and now Turin is making some more air. He has a lot of factories. Okay, now units from Cot are going to the main base, but there are so many bombers. Now he should park his units. Yeah, you can park units in the pigeons, so bombers bomb the pigeons, but not a great use. of units.
No, but look at the attack on the bottom left is huge for Cot. He's going to take out
Yeah,
that base. I mean, he has so many Mantis and Medusa.
but
The PD does nothing.
that's basically what Turin did to him, but he does it later.
Yeah, but still, there's a lot of units there that need to be dealt with because they're going to
Yeah,
continue
that's
moving.
true.
And he could also simply just now all the factories on the left can just attack the 4-mechs directly to the right of them. Go for that expansion next. And also a Corsair killed the back right, bottom right base. The mechs is there.
Okay, so actually that's nice for Corsairs. You shoot down one max, you move fast and go to another max. And
Yeah,
very
and
hard to
maybe,
catch on this map, especially how big it is.
yeah, that's the thing. And people are using, you know, like their entire interceptor force to chase down
Yeah,
basically everything. So that's going to run out of fuel, and it's also just going to stop you from catching other things if you're chasing that Corsair. And Cot, so it's come back to very even now. I mean, if Torin hadn't wasted so many gunships and stuff, I think he would have been in a good position. But now he's suffering a little bit, although he's doing
yeah.
some nice damage on the top left as well. It kind of stabilized a little bit again. Might be time to think about more teching. There's still no Tech 2 land for Cot. He should probably walk back to his main base because there's just so much air around. There's no point in
Corsairs are
around.
killing factories all over the place. The support, Tech 2 support ones.
Oh, that's very nice actually. Wait, was that
Yeah.
that's the HQ? That there was Torin had 2 HQs? Because that's a dead HQ there in the top right.
Where is another HQ? I don't see another HQ. I mean, I've seen support
He has one
factories
in the
killed.
main base. He has an HQ in the main base, which is actually now upgrading to Tech 3, and that the support, there's the Corsairs killed an HQ in the top right expansion there.
Oh, Corsairs are not supported with air. That's annoying. So
Yeah,
Cot
but
is
they
getting
do
some
good
nice
damage.
map control.
Yeah, it's looking good for Cot right now.
Will those rhinos trade efficient or not? No idea.
Probably not if in those formations. And there won't be any more rhinos because he's sniped all the support factories, which is actually a really nice move. I like that a lot. And yeah, just a lot more units overall for Cot, and he still has the Corsair in the back that has 19 kills, 830 mass killed. So that's, you know, that
Yeah,
feels
that's
very
great.
nice.
Very
And
chaotic map, but big problem for Cod that he's making so much Tech 1 air, especially at his back. I don't know, Tech 1 land at the back of his
yeah,
base. So much
yeah,
resources wasted for that.
yeah. I think at this point he should switch off those factories and well, he should try and finish this base off on the right side, which he should be able to do with maybe the units he has now, and then switch off those factories.
Cod is losing air on the right. And there's so many aggressive, so many Tech 1 bombers.
Yeah, that flak actually won the air fight because it has 1100 mass killed. It has 14 kills, 4 vets. So
Yeah.
the flak I think won the air fight for Torin, but he has so many issues. Now Torin does have very nice number of Tech 2 mexes, which he will have to protect from Corsairs. And there's a lot of Corsairs around. 9 on the map for Cot. But Torin going for Tech 3 air, so that's... Or, sorry, Tech 3 land, I mean.
Yeah, they're both going Tech
land.
3 land and loyalists, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely see loyalists for a while yet, because they're just so much faster.
Turin could actually make a break and use his transports finally. But I guess bricks are bad because you would need to, I don't know, any Tech 3 land, you would need to micro against Tech 1 so you don't get swarmed.
Yeah, and you won't have intel on the other side of the map either, so they can't really use their range that effectively.
This Tech 1 spam on the back looking good. and bombers are distracting Turin's air. So,
There's so many bombers.
oh, so many
And they're all gonna
Corsairs.
die.
COD has lots of Corsairs.
Yeah, Cod also catching on with the eco, and he's made quite a few Tech 2 mixes. He's got
Yeah,
13 at the minute, which is
players
very nice.
really need to spread out engineers and attack move all over the place, but we see instead big groups of engineers. Like on the right, Turin has like 40 engineers that are not reclaiming anything for now. They're just moving around.
Yeah, yeah, it's very inefficient. I mean, he should probably just, honestly, on the right-hand side with all his engines, he should build a T3 Sport Factory.
I wonder what those Corsairs gonna do. He's going from the front, and he might snipe the Tech 3 HQ.
Yeah, he doesn't have many inties to cover, so but if he's gonna fly over 2 flags here.
So, I think it's fine.
He might be fine, yeah.
He's elevated and first Corsair gets the shots.
Yeah.
And
he's clicked on a Tech 2 NG. Now he's moved it. He's moved it to the ACU. Torin, if
oh,
he didn't see this
ACU?
coming.
Oh
yeah,
no.
he's clicked on the ACU. Torin,
it might
Torin,
work, yeah.
Torin. He's not expecting the ACU snipe. Oh my god. And he instantly disconnects. He was not expecting the ACU snipe there. I think he was probably expecting maybe power snipe.
Yeah,
maybe even an HQ snipe.
I don't know if he was expecting anything. There are so many things happening at the same time. And
that's true.
he was kind of denied of some map control, so not much of the radar. Those units were flying in the places where I don't know if they were actually seen as Corsairs and not as gray dots.
Yeah, that's true. His
I
radar
guess,
coverage isn't great.
Yeah.